Hey, Aaron.
Hey, Scott.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about what's going to go on tonight's exciting episode of Talking Beards, the podcast?
So on tonight's episode, we have Mike Wilson and Jamin O'Malley from the Minnesota Beard and Mustache Coalition. They are based out of Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Wow.
And they've got a lot of stuff going on in their community, and they just wanted to come on the episode and just talk about it a little bit and get it off their chest. So tonight was a more serious type episode, but it's still a good episode. So
yeah, it really was. I mean, we did talk about a lot of interesting aspects to what's going on in the world right now, and also did talk about the community, the beard community, and how we can all come together and try to be better towards each other and help out our communities and help those who are struggling. So that's what we talked about tonight on this Talking Beards podcast episode. So, Aaron, people should go over to talkingbeards.com, subscribe to the podcast, download it, and when should they listen to it?
I don't know. I guess they can listen to it right now.
Welcome to the Talking Beards podcast, an entertainment news show all about the world of facial hair. You can catch the show live every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern by going to talkingbeards.com. While you're at the website, you can check out all the other cool things that we do. We cover the latest news going on in the beard and mustache world, from competitions, contests, fundraisers, and all the charity work. We also have special guests each week talking about what they're doing to make a difference in the facial hair world. We also do trivia each week with really great prizes, compliments of Honest Amish. So make sure you tune in every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. at talkingbeards.com. Now let's get on with the show. We're still not live yet, but now we're live.
StreamYard cannot. It won't go to my Facebook.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because Natalie's logged in, and I can't fix it.
So it's not on Facebook at all?
This is okay, though. We'll be all right.
If I can fix it real quick. I cannot. It'll just have to work.
So I got a joke for you.
Don't you do it.
I got a really good joke.
Don't you do it.
Why not?
What's your joke?
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Oh. I don't know. Why did the chicken cross the road?
Because it was gonna peel.
I hate you. Guess what?
Chicken butt.
We did it. Oh, hey.
What are you talking about? We did it.
Why is this small? That's weird.
You're
like this.
small.
Oh, hey, we did it. Yay.
What's small?
Oh, well, you had the pictures small like this. Hi, I'm Scott Sikora. My pictures are small like that. So
Yeah. Well.
yeah, that's what you did.
Oh my gosh, look at Clint's here.
Oh my gosh, Clint's here? The one and only?
Clint Drawdy.
Wow. Do you think he wears draws?
I don't know.
All right. What's up, everybody? This is episode number 75 of Talking Beards. Tonight, our special guest will be Mike Wilson and Jamin O'Malley from the Minnesota Beard and Mustache Coalition. Not to be confused with the Minneapolis Beard and Mustache Coalition like I have on my paper. So tonight we're going to have a special episode. We're going to talk to those guys and see about what is happening in their community. And we're going to discuss a little bit about what we can do as a bearded community to maybe, help out about everything that's going on. So, yeah, so it'll probably get a little bit serious, but hopefully not too serious.
We don't like serious here.
We don't. We we'll try to steer clear of serious subjects, but there's serious stuff going on in the world, so we'll do our best to mind the gap to keep it serious, but not too serious. So yeah, I am Aaron D. Johnston. I am on this side of the screen, and yeah, I'm over here.
I'm over here.
Go ahead. Who are you?
No, I'm Aaron D. Johnston. I'm over here.
Oh no, I'm Scott Sikora. Look at me. My beard wasn't as good as Aaron's.
Whatever. Okay. But anyways, I'm Scott Sikora. You can find me over on Facebook, Instagram, wherever. Yeah, y'all like that stupid. You can find us over at talkingbeards.com. There you can watch the show live if you don't want to watch it on Facebook, but if you want to interact with the show, you got to come over to our Facebook page. Wow, I was really stuttering there.
What the fart?
Fart nugget.
Did you hear me? I dropped an F-bomb right there on the show.
I did too. Whoa, what does Mattson say? Occasionally serious discussions need to happen.
Occasionally, he says.
Occasionally. And my name's Andrew. Occasionally.
You know he has a miniature cat? Did you know that? Yeah, it's like super tiny. I was talking to him earlier. I didn't understand why his cat was so small, but like cats are supposed to be like 20 pounds.
Are you sure it's not a kitten?
I don't know. Something's wrong with it. It was only like 5 pounds. I'm like, that cat looks stupid. And
see, there we go. This is our serious discussion about small cats.
Yeah. Don't let Andrew take care of your cats because he'll make them broken in 5 pounds instead of 20 like a cat is supposed to be. Thank you.
It'll break your dog too. I'll make him chew flyers up.
That's what he does. So, this is the part of the episode where we tell everybody to find that link and click it and share the episode of this exciting episode of Talking Beards.
Ooh, what is she eating?
I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. I clicked funny share picture, and this is what came up. So, yeah, take this for what it's worth, folks, and share this episode.
Share it right now.
Share it.
See some people. We haven't gotten any notifications that anyone has shared this.
Not even Andrew shared it yet. What the fart?
Oh my gosh! What is you with your mouth tonight?
That's my second F-bomb of the evening. I don't know. I'm still not used to this new work schedule. It's got me all flustered.
I like this. There we go.
Mama.
He shared it. Yes, Felipe likes the cats.
Why is this on my screen? Oh,
Sharid.
It says upload overlay, like right in the middle of my screen for no reason. And I click it and it doesn't do anything. My computer is dumb.
Do you want to know who the first person to share it was? Andrew
Mattson. No
way.
Super number one Talking Beards fan of the world is the first person to share this episode. That's amazing. I would have never guessed it.
Yeah. All right. So now's the time on Talking Beards where we go to this really great place called the BS Button Beard Bulletin Board.
Of butts.
No.
One day we'll have a butts bulletin board.
No, we won't.
It's just going to be like pictures of butts and butts with butts on them and butts with butt-shaped tattoos on them, just all day long.
That's you and Matt's show, Talking Butts. That's
Talking Butts coming to a Talking Beards near you.
Yes. All right. So this is the BS Button Beard Bulletin Board. So this is for anyone who is a fan of the show, who wants to share something with the people that watch the show, listen to the show. All you got to do is go do a search for BS Button Beard Bulletin Board, or you can go to the Talking Beards Facebook group, and right underneath, what?
I was saying chug, chug, chug.
Oh, chug, chug. All you got to do is go to the Facebook page, and right underneath our header right there, there'll be a little button that says visit group. You go to there and it'll take you to this page, and then join group. We will let you in and you can post whatever you want. So if you guys have some sort of fundraiser going on, or if you're doing something cool, if you want to just stand there and go Matt's talking to someone apparently in the.
One thing I did notice, Scott, last week on the BS Buttons Beer bulletin board, you said everybody should like post a video or something, and no one did it.
I know.
Gosh, so
Guess what?
disappointed. Not
We
even
gotta-
Matt McLeod. He didn't even do it, and he
Our
loves
number-
taking videos of himself. Like
I
he's
know.
like, "Oh, I'm in a mirror. Check me out. Look at my beard." Like that.
Mattson didn't even do it either. Number one fan.
Well, Matt, I believe Mattson wouldn't do it. He doesn't do stuff like that. But Matt McLeod, I mean, he's probably got like 400 videos of himself just in his drafts, just waiting to be posted to the TikToks. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, anyway, so if you guys are interested, you guys can post, like, if you guys want to shoot like a little, like anywhere under a minute long video or something, if you guys want to, if there's something you want to talk about, post it up on the BS Button Beard bulletin board. We can stream it, play it, so everyone can hear it, see it. It's a different way to post something up there. We were just thinking maybe that'd be cool if you guys want to do that. Feel free. If you don't want to, then just you can post away like normal. So look at our first post coming from Michelle Emerson.
Did you know Michelle Emerson doesn't have an ear?
No.
Yeah, she got it bitten off by like a ravaged dog or something.
What?
I don't know. That's
Jake
I don't
the
understand.
Snake Roberts?
Yeah, Jake the Snake Roberts bit her ear off.
Oh
It
my
was
goodness.
wild.
Wow.
Mike Tyson bit her ear off. That's what
That's
Natalie
what I
said.
heard. All right, so she got her new mask in. Look at that. Her new mask. It came in the mail.
It has a moustache on it.
Eddie Kimmerling also has the mask with the mustacho on it.
Eddie Kimmerling already has a moustache.
And no, and a tattoo on his chest, it looks like.
Yeah, him and Natalie are related.
He must be in a biker gang. Oh, and Fawn Hall. Look at, she has
Fawn
one too.
Hall. I bet she's still making duck lips underneath that mask. Ooh, I
Bet
fixed
she is.
my. I was able to fix my Facebook. Yeah.
Yes. We are live over on Aaron D. Johnston's Facebook.
We are
page.
also live on TikTok, apparently. Huh. Look at it.
Huh.
Keep going.
I can't.
What
I'm
happened?
having technical difficulties.
Oh my gosh. Got
My
Sakura broke
trackpad's
the internet.
My trackpad. There we go.
There we go.
All right. You talk about this one.
So this is the Beard Mob North Texas's inaugural charity beard competition. It is going to be Saving Ryan's Soulmate beard competition. It's on June 27th at 1 p.m. Dang it. Willis Point, Texas is out. It's 45 minutes from Dallas. So it's going to be a live, in-person, old school beard competition with people there. Live and in person. It's amazing. So we're going to see how it goes. It's outside. It's at some sort of biker thing. I don't know. Like I was told, I read earlier that it was a biker event as well. But it's for a good cause, and the mob's putting it on, and Monty's going to put it on, and Summer Hibbler's going to be a judge, and she's helping put it on. And
Jeff Ray's going to be vending there.
what? Jeff Ray's going to sell his bowls, and he's probably going to, wear them as hats.
Then
So,
he's going to smoke a cigar.
oh, he's definitely going to be smoking a cigar the whole time. So it is a cancer benefit for Saving Ryan's Soulmate. So it's a great cause. You get to see actual human beings. It's going to be really cool. So if you are in the North Texas area, or if you just you have some time that you haven't taken off work, or some saving up some travel points, and flights are super cheap still. So okay, I just got a look from Natalie. Flights are still okay. They're not as expensive as they once were,
That's not true.
but they're not free like they were a couple months ago. But anyway, so beer competition in person. That's it. June 27th. Thank you.
Josh, he posts about the Green Room Green Productions. I was dyslexic.
Room Green Productions. If you would like to find out more about Room Green Productions, go to their Facebook page at Room Green Productions.
.com.
and use the code RGP 25 off.
Look at this. Look at
What
this
is this?
shirt.
I saw her wearing this shirt Sunday during the Austin Facial Hair Club meeting. She was like, check it out. Look how good Aaron looks with his facial hair or his chest hair. And then she was like, look, Scott looks so dumb. Look, his mouth's open. That's what she was saying. She was saying how good I looked with my my mullet and chest hair.
So if anyone picks up a Talking Beards shirt or anything,
we expect for you to take this same picture and post it.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. Well, actually, you have to pull your shirt up too.
Looking at you, Tyler Hill.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So if you guys if you guys get one of our shirts or something, make sure you guys go over and post it on the BS Button Beard bulletin board. And speaking of which, we have added 2 new offerings to the store this past weekend. We have the I'm with Stupid shirt. So if you guys watched last week's episode, you saw Aaron totally bomb and write stupid instead of stupid on his beard.
Also, it has a back logo for Mr. Monty Minter.
Yeah. And we added a women's Razorback.
Razorback? Like
yes.
From Arkansas?
Arkansas.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. Yeah, so make sure you guys go over and check out our Teespring store.
Look. A beard mob, North Texas beard competition.
What's the story about this?
So, live and in person. Keep going.
Okay. What's this?
And again, so
what is this about?
There's plenty of links on our BS Buttons Beard Bulletin board. We were going to delete them, but we want to make sure everybody knows about this competition. It's very important. So, Beard Mob North Texas, check them out. Find the link. I've shared it on my page, Talking Beards. It's on BS Buttons. It's all over the place. So this is going to be probably one of the first, if not the first, probably the first in-person beard competitions since the coronavirus deal started. So maybe this can jumpstart the beard community, and maybe we'll get a few more live events, or maybe this will be the last live event ever. Stay tuned.
We're doing a giveaway.
Room
Green
Productions.
.com.
With lasers.
Skip less, walk more. This is hashtag Blue Monday. Flat Tire Monday. What does that say? Later for work or late for work Monday?
Late for work Monday.
Oh,
Blue Monday was an orgy song. Did you like them?
No.
You didn't?
No.
I did. I liked them a lot.
Okay.
I don't know. Keep going.
Probably.
Oh, Riley Griffin's here.
Be there or
Be there.
Be there.
Or be square.
Whoa. What's this? Why is Scott doing the $10 buys you the whole seat, but you will only need the edge?
That's funny.
I did that
I liked
good.
it.
I did that good. I'm a good that guy voice guy.
You are a good that guy.
All right. So, hey, y'all, just a reminder, but the cornhole tournament is still going on and has gotten a finalized date. Hope to see you there. The Mad Viking Beard Club, Florida, Jacksonville, Florida, on September 24th, the tournament for charity. If you want to know more about it, you can go over to the BS Button Beard Bulletin Board and scroll down until you find this post and click on it. Beardwiser, tell us about this, Aaron. Because you didn't like the way I read it earlier.
Yeah, you read the whole thing earlier, and it was really, really good. So, hello to all bearded friends. We are coming to the final stretch. Heartfelt thanks to those who have already shown their support, and to all you who will be joining us soon. There are only 8 days left to come and participate in our campaign and make a dream come true. Your simple gesture of kindness will serve to come to the aid of many abandoned beards. We are sure that you will respond for these last days, that your generosity will exceed all of our expectations. So Amari runs the Beardwiser shop, and this is essentially like a GoFundMe in France. So help him out. support his cause. He's been a longtime friend of the show. He's supported us. He's made lots of covers for us, and he just seems like an amazing dude. He's a family man and small business owner and all that good stuff. So yeah, if you want to take your time to find this link and click on it and help Amari out, everybody would be appreciative. Thank you.
Dan Silky Brown, he says, "Who likes the badges? I love the badges. If you click that link and vote for me, I can win some badges. If you win, I'll give all the badges away to other people that like and love badges. Please vote, then share."
So apparently Michelle Emerson went to an orgy concert one time. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, they toured with Korn a lot and Limp Bizkit. So it must have been one of those kind of concerts. Maybe it was like a family values tour or something. Isn't that what it says? She ended up in an orgy concert once.
Yes.
There.
Just once. Accidentally she ended up there.
Accidentally ended up at an orgy concert.
Maybe
once.
she thought she was going to see Richard Marx.
Yeah, but it was actually not Richard Marx. It was Marky Marx and the Funky Bunch.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then
there was one.
And there was one. So I posted a fundraiser. Well, we're almost to the goal right there for the Akron Zoo. In fact, we might have some breaking news next week. Pay attention, everyone.
You better pay attention.
Pay attention, everyone.
Everyone. That means you, Scott.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Please pay attention.
Yeah. So now we get to bring in our good buddy Matt McClear from Beard Laws for Talking Beards Beard News.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, Matt?
How's it going?
It is going fantastic.
You guys nailed it last week with the beard. Spelling doesn't count, for some people. That's okay. But that was amazing. That was fun to watch.
I'm glad you liked it. Scott lost. Like, it was like a landslide. Like, we put out this voting thing on BS Buttons and Talking Beards, and everybody voted, and everybody was just voting and voting and voting. And Scott lost pretty bad. Like, it was really kind of embarrassing for him. That's why we didn't really want to bring it up on the show. But yeah, he was. No one even voted for him. Like, everybody just said how much better my beard was than his.
That's unfortunate, but either way, I mean, it was great entertainment, and I feel like everybody loved it. And even through the technical difficulties, he still did it, and it was fun. And I was nervous for a while with all the scissors and the trimming that there was going to be an accident, and then I got nervous. My anxiety went through the roof, and I was like, "But you guys didn't do that, so that's
we survived."
You guys are survivors.
We are.
I heard that in a song once.
I got hot glue in my beard.
Well, that happens. I saw that in a movie once.
But
you remember that time that Scott was trying to talk?
I'm trying to talk. All right. I'm trying to say something important.
Oh, Scott, were you trying to say something? No one noticed. Go ahead, Scott.
So any of you guys that watched the show last week where we did the craft beard
challenge. Women watched the show too, Scott.
Anyone that watched the show last week where we did the craft beard challenge, if anyone is interested in participating in the Craft Beard Challenge, they can go over to the Texas Craft Beard Club and they can sign up over there. Matt, you should go do that.
Matt.
Okay.
I'm pointing.
Or if you're interested
I'm pointing at you.
Interested in putting boxes together, you can also go over there too as well and sign up for that. So just go over there, send a message, and Matt, go on with the news.
All right, let's do this.
Hold on one more second. On that, next Wednesday, we are going to do another craft whisker. What is it?
Challenge.
Yeah, it's the challenge thing. So, yeah, we're going to do that. Next Wednesday is going to be simulcasted on Talking Beards Facebook page. It'll be hosted by the Texas Craft Whisker Club, and it'll be Shannon Chicken Bread and Eric Brooks. So, it's not going to be an official Talking Beards episode, but we're going to help them get it out to a bigger audience. And so we'll share it everywhere we can, but it'll be here. So make sure you tune in. Thank you. Go ahead, Matt.
Yeah, tell all of your Alexas to remind you next Wednesday that's
yes. All of your Lexuses.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Lexus, remind me about thing.
Done. It knows. It already knows.
It already listened to you.
It already listened. Good evening. I'm Matt, and this is your Talking Beard News brought to you by Beard Laws. I'm not sure what's going on these days. Some people seem to be kind of losing their minds. I'm seeing so many people that are shaving off glorious beards, and it's really painful to see. While I was doing my research for this beautiful show and news segment, I came across so many dumb articles, and then I saw one from dmarge.com and was thankfully misled by the title. The title was Why Your Quarantine Beard Could Spell the End of Your Job. So I was thinking, well, here we go. Here's another brainwashing article for men about how they should shave their beards and all this misleading information. But I was wrong. And what Jamie Weiss did was very surprising and absolutely amazing. They wrote an article on how to keep the beard and reasons to present to your boss on why a beard is good for you and the company. They started off covering a couple of basic health benefits of beards, how it protects you from UV rays, how it protects you from the cold and the wind, how it can help ward off throat diseases and asthma attacks. More beard equals less sick days equals more productivity. How can your boss even argue that? Then they go on to talk about a story from the founder of a CEO of Beard Season, how beards contribute business success, saying that the beard makes you more memorable, how a beard can up the charisma factor and let you seal some of those sweet deals for the business. Again, boss, how can you argue that one? But the last piece of advice that they gave is they offer to stand your ground. Don't call attention to the beard and have the right attitude about it. Treat it as normal, and the rest of the office is going to treat it as normal as well. Then they used a delivery manager of DXC Technologies advice. The guy's name is Matt with a fantastic beard, so clearly I had to listen and see what this was all about, because Matts with fantastic beards really know what they're talking about, don't they, Scott?
No.
Oh, other Matt said it's not really a matter of convincing colleagues. It's more of this is how it's going to be from now on. It's no different to a hairstyle that someone may have gone and done over the weekend. And then you come back and you're like, oh, what's going on with your hair? Oh, cool. Well, your beard looks good. So hopefully sharing this article and a couple of quick tips is going to save you and many others from shaving the beard. So any bosses out there, don't let beard envy ruin your employees' beards. Let them grow it out. It's clearly good for business.
Aaron,
stay bearded.
what was the last thing you said, Aaron?
That you should not shave your beard, and it's good for business.
Jeez.
Maybe I'm working on something.
He said something about collies in there. I was like, what are collies
like
growing beards?
Lassie?
Yeah.
Colleagues. The G was somewhat silent. I was kind of flying through it, and I forgot the G.
I was like, wow, we're talking about collies tonight. This is great. This is a dog and pony show.
We could have shifted that gear, but there's a lot of great dogs with beards.
Yes.
Yeah, like Max.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's the best dog with a beard in the whole world.
He really is. And Nuts was pretty good.
Nuts.
Remember Nuts from the beard news from a while ago?
True that.
I remember.
All right, Matt, what do you got going on Thursday night?
Thursday night, we have our new featured art segment, and we're going to release the winner of the Instagram t-shirt contest. And we have Bites with Buddy, TikTok person who's creating meals and cooking every single day until he finds his soulmate. So we're going to interview him and see how that goes.
Nice.
This sounds great. So you can find Matt over at beardlaws.com or go over and find them on Beard Laws on Facebook. You can watch the show live over there, 9 p.m. Eastern over on Facebook.
Yeah.
All right, Matt. Thank you very much for coming in tonight. Have a wonderful weekend.
Yeah, have a good show, guys. Thanks for having me.
Peace out.
Okay, bye.
Hi, Aaron.
Hey, Scott. Give me 1 minute. I tried to get something in here. Like, we have a breaking news thing.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Like, it's not like it's pretty much breaking news.
Pretty much.
So, do y'all remember when we had Kellen Rogenbuck on the show?
Yes, the author.
He's the author of the book. So, my dad has a beard. He wrote the children's book. So, he just sent me a message and check this out. There's I don't know all the details.
Now.
Better. His book is being sold with beard products and a comb in Target.
No way.
Yeah. And he said, and I quote, he said, I'm sure it's thanks to you guys having me on the show. I appreciate you all. Huh.
Look at that. We're getting people into Target left and right.
Yeah, so woohoo!
All they got to do
Clear
is
will
walk.
probably be in Target pretty soon.
Are you sure he just didn't walk in there and put his book in Target?
Hey, whatever works. So
Wow.
yeah, that was a cool little breaking news thing I was working on. I thought that was pretty neat. So yeah, he's selling his book in Target with beard oil. So
Yay.
yay! So now, without further ado, this is the first time we've done this. So we'll see how it works out. We have two guests tonight. We have Mr. Mike Wilson and Jamin O'Malley from the Minnesota Beard and Mustache Coalition to talk all about what is going on in their community. Hello, fellows. How are y'all?
Hey, guys.
Hey, everybody.
Thanks for having us on. Really appreciate it.
Yeah,
We,
thank you.
Mike, you're wearing a Red Fang shirt.
I am.
Oh, God.
3 out of 4 members have awesome beards, so
Yeah, they
it's
do.
definitely relevant.
I like Blue Fang. They were way better.
4 out of 4 members of this current screenshot have awesome beards.
Yeah.
That is a true statement. I apologize for my unprofessional portrait mode here while my Wi-Fi is being installed tomorrow at my new house.
Yes,
could
but
turn your
sound
phone sideways.
you sound and look good, though.
Hey, that's all that matters.
Take your phone.
You look damn good, man.
Are you
Turn
on your
it.
phone, Mike?
It won't work. I tried it earlier, and
It looks
bam.
perfect.
That's what you get.
Perfect.
So-
That looks way
Side
better.
beard Tuesday.
Oh, John,
Johnny Rodriguez is going to make a new calendar. Help me get in Target.
but
Some
beards.
guys, some gals
Hey,
love
I
chubby
work at
clothes.
Target headquarters. I'll help everybody out.
Sweet.
breaking news.
Mike Wilson's going to get naked beard calendars in all the Targets in the world.
And he's the vice president of Target.
Yes.
Breaking
As of
news.
right this second. Right this second.
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds likely. I didn't know you were the VP of two organizations.
Yeah.
Two
You heard it
or
here first on Talking Beards.
Yes.
we
always
only
break
report
on.
great news.
Breaking news.
All right, so fellas, everybody knows what's going on in the Minneapolis area. How are you all doing in your individual lives right now, as far as all that goes?
Yeah, how has it affected you guys?
On a personal level, or on a societal level, or all of the above.
On a personal level, let's start there. Like,
Sure, we can start there.
how are you doing?
The situation is it's effed up. It really is, and the unrest that has come as a result of the killing of George Floyd is surprising in some regards and not in others, depending on how much one is keeping an eye on what's happening in our society and what's happening in our country. Personally, it's been a whirlwind. I thankfully personally live in a neighborhood that isn't directly affected by some of the unrest that's been going on. But I am only a mile south of where things were happening in St. Paul. And as the unrest and what riots and things that were going on was happening, trying to explain to my kids, why are there helicopters flying overhead all the time? Why do we constantly hear sirens? And I know that that isn't a lot for someone of my complexion and living in a relatively safe neighborhood. It pales in comparison to some of the things that a lot of folks in our community experience literally every day. But it put it into sharp perspective what has been going on in our society, and it's been weird. A week ago, I spent an afternoon walking up and down my neighborhood looking for suspicious packages and things in our alleyways and things, because there were folks who were trying to wreak havoc and sow discord in our community and in our neighborhood.
Yeah.
And that's just in my own literal backyard. Mike, I don't know how it's been. I know you're a little further north, but
Yeah. So I'm out in the burbs. maybe 15 miles from where everything went down. So we've been relatively untouched. A couple businesses on the south side of our town that had some random looting going on in the middle of everything. But we've been on curfew, and like to Jamin's point, trying to tell your kids, why are we on curfew right now? Why do we have to stay indoors? Why can't we go anywhere? Trying to tell that to an 8 and 11-year-old it's a weird thing to do with all this going on, and trying to make them understand why everything else is going on. Why is this a symptom of bigger issues that are going on right now? But we've had other members, that have been right in the thick of it. One member lives smack dab in the middle between where George Floyd was killed and the 3rd precinct. So she had stuff going on left and right. Her and her neighbors were taking turns throughout the night, making sure that everybody was safe. They were on a rotational schedule, just to make sure that everybody was feeling good and, again, just safe. So, I feel fortunate, I guess, to be, where I'm at. But just knowing that we have a lot of members and just a lot of friends and family, colleagues that have been, in a lot more difficult situations with all this that's going on.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I mean, this could happen anywhere. I mean, that's the thing, is it could happen.
Has.
Well, yeah, it has happened in many places, for years and stuff. And, and it always ends up resulting in some sort of like violent rebuttal by the public against, what had happened. And then it just draws in a lot of innocent people who start getting affected by it. And I mean, that's the shameful part of the whole thing is, just the way people react to, there's a difference between protesting, and then there's a difference between the rioting and the looting and all that stuff. And, and there's a lot of people that are affected by this, like small business owners and stuff like that. And as you guys had alluded to in your message the other day about, wanting to try to do something for the communities, what were some different ideas and some different ways you guys wanted to try to reach out, and, or like, what kind of things did you guys want to do to help?
Appreciate that. Thank you, Scott. What has come into sharp focus for us here, and the MBMC's mission is to grow a more inclusive community through facial hair. Facial hair is kind of a given for us. And right now, though, the prime focus is community, and how can we build and help support our own community. And as you mentioned, there are a lot of businesses, a lot of small businesses that have been affected by this, and a lot of minority-owned businesses. And as far as how individuals can reach out and support members in their own community or abroad, more broadly speaking, is to reach out and support those small businesses, and especially those businesses that are owned by people of color and minority-owned businesses. They're fighting a lot of things in our system that we don't have to necessarily get into here, but a lot of things that are working against them. And in a society where dollar is the king, that's what is what's going to carry your message forward. So first and foremost, if you have a choice between a chain store and a small business, especially a business that's owned by a minority member of the community, first and foremost, that's where your dollar should go, because that goes right back into the community, goes right back to that owner's family, and help support and build within your community. On a national level, there are lots of organizations that are doing great work to support those small businesses, but also supporting causes that do the same sort of thing and are working towards creating a more inclusive community, working towards breaking down the barriers and making changes to the system, ultimately that that many of us benefit from, but so many of us also don't benefit from within that society. So whether it's supporting the ACLU or the Southern Poverty Law Center, or Black Lives Matter on the national level or a local chapter, a lot of those organizations are doing great work to help those members of our community that have been disenfranchised, that have been shortchanged by different aspects within our society.
Yep. I think, Jamin, I mean, you really hit the nail on the head there with a lot of those different organizations that you can reach out to, both on a national and a local level. And communities that have been affected, not just us here in Minneapolis, but there's other major metropolitan areas that have been hit hard too. Portland, I know, LA has seen a lot going on, obviously for years. Washington, DC, Baltimore, St. Louis, all these communities have great outreach programs that you can get involved with on a club level. From us in beard clubs, we can get involved, but also on an individual level. But Jamin and I were thinking, like, we don't have to do an event. We don't have to do a beard competition to donate, to raise money to donate. We can do this on a smaller scale, on a quicker scale too, to really just get involved right now. And there's been a lot of organizations and people around town that have been, like here in Minneapolis specifically, that have been collecting supplies for people that have been immediately affected by all this. So, the other day I brought, a couple $100 worth of stuff to donate. It was all baby supplies, medicine, diapers, feminine hygiene products, anything that was needed was being taken. And
that's
that can be done anywhere.
Right now, they've got donate centers that you can donate stuff like that to. So,
yeah,
yep.
Another thing that I think is really crucial, especially for those of us who may not be directly affected by some of the events that we've been seeing, is to take some time, take a step back, and actually educate oneself about what is going on. Try and look past the riots, look past the violence, and see what is this in reaction to. And I know their emotions run really high, and it can cut real deep and get to people really personally. Whether depending on, no matter what side of whatever argument you might sit on, if you can take an objective view and really objectively look at what things in our society have contributed to and allowed this event, and like so many others before it, to happen in the first place, and B, what the reaction is. And it's such a visceral reaction. And it's so easy to turn a blind eye and ignore something, or turn off the TV, or turn off anything like that. But really take a moment and educate yourself. There's tons of useful resources out there. Whether someone's talking about defunding police or abolishing police, there's that's a trigger for a lot of people. But there's a lot more behind that that speaks to the systems that exist that have really propped us up as a society, but at the same time have ignored and outright disenfranchised members of our society that otherwise have been ignored. And so it starts with yourself. It starts with your own individual, your own family, and recognizing that that we are different, that we all come from different walks of life, but that doesn't make us wrong or bad, or it just gives us a different perspective. And that really, I think, is where a center motivation has been for me, is really educating myself on how can I be an ally, and how can I leverage, albeit the privilege that I have, being a white cisgender male in society. How can I help? And I really appreciate you guys having us on and helping to share just a little bit of the platform of how we can reach out to our own community. I mean, I love the bearded community. I have for ever since I got involved. I mean, you guys are great friends. I've got friends literally across the country and across the world that really care about people. And I know since George Floyd was killed and the events that have transpired since then have sown a lot of division in our community. And I think a lot of that is, there's a lot of factors that play into that and go into that. But, if you can take a step back and educate yourself about what's going on and reach out to individuals in the community that you might not otherwise be a part of, or that you might not otherwise talk to, and support those individuals, whether it's through the club or as an individual or through your family, through your church, whatever motivates you. Get past the politics, get past that. There's a time and a place for that conversation. But right now, what is needed is supporting your community, reaching out and supporting those individuals who have been disenfranchised, who have been outright sometimes killed, as we've seen, by those who are sworn to protect us and by the systems that are supposed to support us as a society. It starts with us. It starts with us as individuals. It starts with us as a family, and it starts with us as a community. And again, I really appreciate having the chance to speak to the bearding community here and everyone who's on listening.
Well, I mean, we love you guys and we appreciate you guys and respect you all. And the sooner that everybody realizes that all these issues are not like a political thing, it's not, it's a human issue. You know what I mean? Like we're all just humans. And
it's a result of a person making a bad decision. It's, like as in like with the cop, what he did. I mean, he made a bad decision. He made a bad choice, and it's just steamrolled into all this other stuff. But
also recognizing that there was something that allowed him to make that choice.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. There's a backstory to it.
Right. There's a system, and we're seeing the Minneapolis Police Department. We're seeing a lot, like the covers are coming off, the curtain is being pulled back. There's a lot going on that some members of our community have been aware of and have been talking about for
in
years.
In the pre-show. Like, apparently your police department's super corrupt. we're all learning.
A little bit, and it has been for a long time.
But I mean,
my aunt worked for them back in the early '80s, and has told me stories about it from damn near 40 years ago, and
that crap's ridiculous. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Like if you're, I don't want to get into it, but if you're a cop and you're you're supposed to, be protecting the community, like why? I don't.
Yeah. To be fair, too. To be fair, I like that. Thank you. Get some vibrato going on in there, a little baritone. Love it. One of the things that some people don't necessarily recognize is we've put a lot on our police officers in this society. We've put
I had no idea until all this, and like you just like listen like all the stuff like a cop's supposed to do. I'm like, a lot of these are not cop jobs.
I recently saw a statistic that 5% of what police officers do day to day is deal with violent crime. That's only 5%. What the other 95% is dealing with domestic disputes or mental health issues or homeless issues or other things that have been kind of just written off and said, the cops will deal with that. We'll give the cops more money. We'll give the police departments more money. We'll give them more equipment to deal with all of these things within society that we could otherwise be helping those individuals, whether it's housing, whether it's employment, whether it's social services. It's not fair for the cops to have to do all of that work on our behalf. It's time for us to recognize that as a society and demand the change so that the cops can focus on what they need to do and keep us safe without being pulled into issues that is not necessarily their bailiwick. It's not necessarily what they've been trained to do. It's not what we should be asking them to do. And so I totally recognize that, like, there's a lot of factors that are playing into everything that we're seeing here and a lot of emotions that are running high. But really, again, coming down to education and looking at what it is that has contributed to this scenario and the circumstance that is unfortunately all too common, and really trying to turn that around and recognizing what can we do as individuals to help support that and make that change.
Well, and then this kind of, and to kind of bring it back around to the whole beard thing, we all are involved in our clubs because we enjoy being part of the family of the bearding community. We also are part of clubs because we like helping people out. We like doing charitable things. We like doing fundraising. We like to do all these things that are community driven. I mean, that's pretty much the core of being in a beard club is. And I mean, to kind of wrap this all around is, this is, you're basically saying, that, we can use our, like you were saying, it doesn't need to be a fundraiser. It doesn't need to be a competition or anything. We're already doing all this stuff anyways, but, as a club, currently, before all this was happening, yeah, you're raising, money, or you're collecting stuff for like your local women's shelter or whatever. So, I mean, these are things that we've been doing. So this isn't something different for us to be doing. And this is just all part of our job in society. So,
absolutely.
And that's my takeaway from this whole thing is, we're already doing these things, but, now is our chance to really shine and like really kind of work a little bit harder and try to help our communities and help those who are struggling, help those, businesses that are owned by minorities and stuff like that, shopping locally. That's just the climate of the world right now, even because of what the COVID and stuff, just everyone's struggling. This was just a horrible time for this all to happen.
Right. I mean, having COVID-19 as a backdrop for all of this has put everything into sharp focus in terms of the importance of community and the importance of coming together and the importance of supporting one another.
Yeah, this is definitely not the time that everybody should be at each other's throats. Like we were already going through enough, as a society through all this other, virus stuff that this whole thing's just been devastating.
Right. Mm-hmm. And that in and of itself has been hitting minority communities and people of color even harder than those of us who haven't been as hard hit. And that has just even that much more compounded the current circumstances and the unrest that we're seeing. And thankfully, to look at kind of the bright side, if there is one, it's kind of seems odd and almost morbid to look to seek that, but inherently we were talking before the show. I'm kind of inherently an optimist. I try and look for the bright side in whatever situation we've got. And I'm after the unrest happened, I went and witnessed some amazing members of the community helping clean up after the damage and everything that happened. Didn't matter age, color, sex, creed, race, whatever. Everyone was there helping come together and pull the community together. Heck, we had pop-up food shelves that had to turn away donations because of the amount of folks that were bringing goods and services in.
And I mean, parking lots were filled from front to back, left to right of bags and bags. I mean, it was a sea of awesomeness.
And exactly like
all these donations.
It's that's a silver lining. At least it gave the community a purpose to come together. And I mean, it's a sucky reason, but the community can.
And we're seeing it at the local and the governmental level as well. The entire city council has moved to restructure. In Minneapolis, the police department, which just, I mean, we identified earlier just kind of how corrupt, just how corrupt that police department was, and to be able to see that things are moving in a direction to try and correct that wrong and right that wrong, and hopefully serve as another example for society of how we can do this differently. Yeah. Who knows how it's going to turn out? But I, for one, and speaking for our club, we were founded as the Minneapolis Beard and Mustache Club. This happened in our, what gave into the city that gave birth to our namesake. Come heck or high water, we're gonna do what we can to help support those in our community that haven't been supported before, and help bring around a new era for all of us.
So
Yeah.
before we take off or anything, did you want to read your mission statement?
Yeah, our mission statement, and I'd like to also read just our statement that we published today.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, absolutely. So as I mentioned before, our mission statement is to grow a more inclusive community through facial hair. Emphasis on community. That's Scott, you said it really well earlier. That's what got us into this in the first. Well, maybe the beards were what got us into the first place. But what made us stay was the community and the camaraderie. But I appreciate the opportunity for the platform, and I do want to share the statement that we've published as the MBMC. And here goes. The Minnesota Beard and Mustache Coalition stands in solidarity with those in Minneapolis and surrounding community mourning the loss of George Floyd. Together, we stand against the pattern of police brutality towards the Black community. Like so many, we witnessed the brutal and unjust murder of George Floyd at the hands of those who have sworn an oath to protect us. Every one of us. Sadly, this is the latest in a pattern of violence inflicted by and as a result of a system built on racism. This happened in our own backyard in Minneapolis, the city which inspired and gave birth to our founding namesake, the Minneapolis Beard and Mustache Club. And therefore, it hits that much closer to home. Our mission is to grow a more inclusive community through facial hair. And while facial hair is fun, it is the community that keeps us together and makes it all worthwhile. It is in that vein that we are committed to building a stronger and more inclusive community, not just in Minneapolis or Minnesota, but the worldwide community. That means working for racial justice and standing in solidarity as allies with those in our communities who have been marginalized, ignored, or outright murdered by the very people and systems intended to make our society function. The MBMC is committed to supporting organizations and causes that work to dismantle these unjust systems and continue to build and support our community. And with that, I want to thank Aaron, Scott, Talking Beards. Thank you both. Thank you all so much for the opportunity to share that message and to just reach out and to the community that we love, the bearding community. I miss you.
Yeah.
I miss you.
Good God.
And
Mike keeps closing the blinds down there. I don't know what he's doing.
right? They look like mini blinds, the video thing. I don't know. But again, thank you guys so much for the opportunity.
You're very welcome, man.
Love you guys. Miss you guys.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, you guys, I mean, thank you guys for coming on and talking about this. I mean, and another point I wanted to kind of make about the bearding community is what I've always learned about the bearding community is the bearding community has been all inclusive and included every different type of person, every race, every gender.
Yep.
You know, that's the one thing that I've always appreciated about the bearding community is no matter who you are, what you're about, you're always welcome, and everyone tries to make you feel as welcome as possible. So, you know, that's one of my biggest things that I love about the bearding community is the all inclusiveness of it, and, you know, making everyone just feel welcome and trying to do anything to make people feel comfortable.
Yeah, I think that's the bottom line to it all there, Scott. I think you hit it there. You know, we didn't want to come on here and, you know, seem like we had all the answers to all the problems here.
Nobody's got all the
We're just a couple of white guys from Minneapolis.
Exactly. We just wanted to, you know, make people aware of what's going on, what you can do to be better, and what you can, you know, lots of resources out there to be an ally. You know, talk to people, ask questions, shut up and listen. I think is one of the biggest things you can do to educate yourself on what's going on right now and how to learn more. Just shut up and listen. So
absolutely. There you go. That's a shirt right there.
It's my addition. Shut up and listen.
Shut up and listen.
Yeah, there you go. There's your next club shirt right there.
Yeah.
There.
Well, thank you guys for coming on and such powerful words and great message. We appreciate you and Scott won.
One last thing. Where can we find you guys at? Or give us a website or something. Where can we find you?
You can find us on Facebook at the Minnesota Beard and Mustache Coalition or the MBMC. We're also online at thembmc.org. That's THEMBMC.org. We are a 501c3 registered nonprofit. check us out online. Check us out on Facebook. We're on Instagram too, the MBMC. Look us up. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys, and y'all stay safe. And if you need anything, reach out. And we'll, like you said, we'll do what we can as a community to try to just be better. And like Mike said, just shut up and listen.
Appreciate you.
What's the love by people? Thank you. Take care.
All right.
Thanks,
see you
guys.
guys. Thanks.
Yeah.
That
was good, man.
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, like Aaron and I, we had kind of discussed earlier about one thing about Talking Beards is we want to kind of keep this show like real easygoing, relaxed, and kind of like
positive.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
we understand there's bad stuff going on in the world.
Yeah.
And just because we don't touch on every bad thing that's going on in the world doesn't mean that we don't care about the bad things. But when our friends in the beer community are struck with something so real and so close to their hearts, and they're good buddies of ours, we'll give them that platform to reach out and speak their heart, but yeah, we like Scott was going to say, we Scott and I had already discussed, like, let's try to just avoid this subject. Not that, we don't care about it, but we just like to keep Talking Beards, a light, airy, fun thing to people can kind of get away from the world. You know what I mean? Like, come to Talking Beards and just listen to us talk nonsense for an hour. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to click on the news, and we're not going to just shove it down your throat. Like, there's 23 more hours of the day that you're just getting bombarded with crazy, negative media nonsense. And that's all media does. It seems like they just harp on negative. Like, every time you watch news, like just local news, it's like, oh, this person was killed. Oh, this happened. And this was bad happened. Oh, and this person was robbed. Like, not one news story is like, oh, there's a little old lady and this dude helped her across the street. The end. Like, media just loves harping on negative shit, and Talking Beards, just, let's try to talk about something positive, and
yeah, and that's and for myself, I do not watch the news at all. I'm at the point now where I have no idea what's going on in the world. My son is like my news correspondent. Like, he's got his nose in his phone, like looking at the latest news stories, and he's like, "Dad, guess what?" And I'm like, "Dude, I don't want to know." I'm like, just because it's all so negative all the time. It's just negative. And especially with everything that's happened so far this year.
Good Lord, this year
is shitty as fuck. And
yep.
I did use that word right there.
Fart.
Yeah.
Fart.
That's right. Shitty as fart. But the thing is like, we've been blessed to be able to be in this community and have, it was our choice to grow beards, but we've also made the choice to start doing the show years ago because we wanted to just kind of be like an information infrastructure to the bearding community, talk about all the competitions that are going on, all the cool stuff that the people that are in the community are doing and stuff like that. So, when you get to a point like in the year where we're at right now, where everything has like stopped everything from happening, we still need to continue going on. It's just like the sports channels. It's like, yeah, they're there. They still, even though sports aren't going on anymore, they have to figure out how to maneuver through the situation and continue doing things. And for us, it was much easier because, there's just still a ton of great things to talk about in the scene and everything. And there's still people doing online competitions. There's clubs still getting together and doing stuff. And we just want to try to like, just kind of like lift the burden of the world off of people. Because we're two strong men. I had to put my guns away apparently because they were making fun of them earlier. Jerks.
Sun's out, guns out.
Yeah, but
speaking of, did you know they're taking the guns out of Looney Tune cartoons?
See, another bad news thing.
They're like replacing them with carrots or something. I don't know.
They did that in something. What was that?
All the guns.
E.T.
E.T.?
Yeah, they did that. Steven Spielberg recut E.T. and took all the guns out of the movie.
I didn't know there was.
I believe that is true. But
It says yes.
Let's see.
Drew Barrymore was in that movie.
Yeah, you know who else was?
E.T.
Yeah. I'll be right here.
Elliot. That's the best Atari game. Did you know that?
That was the best one that filled landfills.
Because it was so awesome.
It was not. It was the worst Atari game that they threw them all away. You didn't know that?
You're wrong. You're wrong.
I am.
So Andrew Matson says having fun and lighthearted episodes is great, but every once in a while something happens that affects everyone that needs discussing. Having two well-spoken individuals from the epicenter of this wasn't the easiest choice, but I appreciate y'all making it happen. So
he called us jerks, I think.
That's basically what that was. You all are jerks. So I don't know. That was pretty much it for tonight. We just wanted to give those guys up there in Minneapolis a platform to speak what they wanted to speak, and Talking Beards is the place to do it for them. I mean, they have beards, we have beards.
So and that applies to everyone else that's still in the chat room here and anyone that's watching the show. I mean, if there's something going on that you feel that needs to be addressed or something, please reach out to us. I mean, most likely we'll say no, but
hey, we said yes to them, so you never know. So yeah, if y'all ever have any show ideas, if there's something that, something lighthearted and fun or something, every once in a while we can do a serious episode. I mean, we've done a couple of them, and this was one of the times that we needed to do a serious episode. So it wasn't as fun. But a good bit of people stuck around for the message, and is what it is. I mean, there's a bunch of crazy stuff going on in the world right now, and it's happened. The epicenter of it in the beginning of this round of craziness started a mile from Jamin's house, and you just never know, man. And we're glad everybody that we know close is good, and yeah, reach out to people. Just let's just like once was said. Why can't we all just get along? That whole deal. So this could be the beginning of maybe everybody just starting to get along again and stop being mean to each other for absolutely no reason. Yeah.
Stop it, everyone. Stop all this stupid Facebook fighting everyone's trying
no
to do.
Kidding. That's going to destroy a lot of stuff. Like,
they're all stupid.
I don't even get on Facebook. Like, I get on Facebook and I will post a picture, or I will scroll through BS buttons to make sure, Andrew Matson's not putting too many pictures in there and stuff like that. But I don't even scroll Facebook. It is so toxic right now. Everybody is just at each other's throat, and everybody just needs to cut the shit out. Cut it out. For real. We used to all be friends, and, and now not everybody's going to have the same freaking opinion. You're not. And just because someone doesn't have the same opinion as you doesn't mean that, that doesn't give you the right to freaking just bash them and name call. And, everybody's different. Everybody's different, and everybody has different opinions. And I think social media is the worst possible thing. It's so good, but there's so much bad. It gives so many people a voice that just should do like Mike said and just shut up. Just shut up.
Just like Nico. Just shut up.
I mean, I don't know. Anyway, everybody just freaking cut it out. Everybody. I don't understand. Everybody just be nice to each other.
And everyone,
it's pretty much that simple. If don't be mean.
And pet your dog.
Pet your dog.
Just pet your dog or your cat.
So anyway,
that's the one thing great about your pets is they don't judge anyone. They don't judge anyone by race or color or anything like that. They just want to be loved.
My cats are always judging me, so I don't know.
Well, because your cats are dumb. Cats are just stupid.
You're stupid.
You're stupid.
Anyway, so
Face is stupid. Nico even said,
maybe the beer community just needs to have comps again and just give up on coronavirus and just go be out in the community. Maybe everybody's just losing their minds because they're stuck at home.
did you say pee out in the community?
I think I said B, but maybe I said P. I don't know. I pee in the community all the time.
Sometimes
That's
I do
Natalie.
too.
She loves it.
Natalie, she squats to pee outside.
No, I pee in the community
Oh.
all the time. She loves it when I pee in the community all the time.
Oh, why? Because you don't miss the toilet and get it all over the floor?
Exactly. The world is my toilet.
That's what Jesus said.
That's a shirt. Anyway, everybody just take your biotin and
Vitamin C.
and vitamin C and any allergy medicines and shut up. The end.
Is this true?
What?
Aaron has
Yes,
a wood block
true.
he's on.
100%. I'll take a picture of it and send it to you. There's my deck that I built onto my garage. There's a wood block that, like, when I built the deck, it was like, oh, this one's a little bit extra, and I just left it in the yard. I've been peeing on it for like 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
I really like how this episode just kind of like really morphed into Aaron peeing outside.
Well, Natalie started it, so
So, anyways, next week our guest will be who, Aaron?
crayons.
Crayons. We like crayons.
So yeah, he has it was a competition. It's not a competition. It's like a raffle thing, right? Did he ever
Patrick
make
Crayons White.
Patrick Crayons. So did he ever make that event page go live?
I'm not exactly sure, but it was in the BS Button Beard bulletin board, and we did not go far enough. I caught that.
Oops. Well,
Yeah, oops.
we will post a lot of links for Patrick Crayons event, and was it for epilepsy?
No, Lyme disease.
Lyme disease. I was kidding. So yeah, Lyme disease. We'll talk all about it. He's a character. That dude, he'll start going, and we'll probably have to reel him in, or we'll have like a 47-hour episode. Who knows? But yeah, Patrick's a super, super good dude. So much energy, and yeah, should be a fun episode next week.
Yeah, and then don't forget to tune into on also Wednesday night.
Next Wednesday.
Yeah,
so we're gonna be on the Talking Beards page, the Texas Craft Whisker page, maybe Tisha's page, maybe my page, maybe Natalie's page.
Yeah.
So we'll get to as many pages as we can.
Yeah, and it'll be Chicken Bread versus Brooks making craft beards. So, Summer wrote something nice.
That's it. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. We're rambling now. So yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in and sticking with us. I know it, like I said earlier, it wasn't as fun of an episode, but it needed to be said, and it was said. So yeah, back to your regularly scheduled Talking Beards next week. It'll be episode number 76. We're closing in on episode number 100. So that should be a big, exciting episode. What we're going to do, I don't know, but something cool. So yeah, I'm Aaron D. Johnston. You can find me on all social media platforms at Aaron D. Johnston, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and at Talking Beards on TikTok. And, Better Homes and Gardens. You can find me over there in the craft sections. Don't forget about that. And Scott.
My name is Scott Sikora. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram, and you can go over to talkingbeards.com. Wow, my levels were low. Talkingbeards.com, where you can find out more information about the show. You can also go over there and go to our Teespring shirt store, where we have tons of really awesome merchandise. So if you by some chance happen to pick something up over there, you can go post a picture on the BS Button Beard bulletin board. Yeah, next week is the return of trivia as well, because we didn't have trivia last week and we didn't have trivia this week. So
next week we will return the trivia.
Yes. Sorry, Dan. He's like, no trivia.
Hey, Dan, look at this. Dan B sitting here. Oh, you can't see the note, but there you go. Bayou Blend. It's coming your way this week, my friend. All right, that's it.
Yep,
So
that's it.
everybody be nice to one another, and just get out there and in the community and try to do some good stuff. So that's pretty as plain and simple as we can put tonight's message. Go do good stuff. That's
And
it.
shut up.
And shut up.
Shut up and
Share
share
this episode of Talking Beards. And that's it. We'll see y'all next week.
Ciao.
We hope you enjoyed this week's episode of the Talking Beards podcast. You can find out more information by going to talkingbeards.com. There you can subscribe to the podcast, make a donation to our show, or pick up some really cool Talking Beards merchandise. We hope to see you in the chat room. You can find us over at facebook.com/talkingbeards if you want to participate in our chat. Thank you again for checking the show out, and we hope you have a great week. Make sure you come back next week at 8 p.m. on Tuesday evening to watch the show live. Until next time, thanks.